Hi there, this time more Stronghold Crag Hack action. Tainted orcs everywhere. Very, very interesting. I will accept this. Oh, another crag. Now, this is gonna be weird. Big old tanky creatures versus possibly Rush, depending on what he chooses. It's going to be very interesting. I'll probably fail because a good Oliphant and Altar beats out tankage any day. It's fairly cheap and often lets you get some damage in. But for now, looks like we're just going to be matching plays. Yes. Appears to be. Well, I don't really want to POW early, but I may have to just to get rid of some of his early stuff. I don't really have the goods that I need at the moment. That's not bad. Yeah. Not bad at all. So I can do my damage. And since I don't necessarily need another might right now, I can instead take a turn to play another creature. Yes. Now question is, where do I want to play it? I could play it in front of this, but it would probably die. I would assume we both have Weak of the Mercenaries in our deck. So, it's in my best interest to assume that he does have another, and that he's willing to use it. If it comes to that. Yeah. That's fine. And we can start building up Tainted Orcs. To tank what he already has on the field, and then hopefully later on, we could back up what we have. Alternatively, we could just back up what we have right now, but might not be the wisest move. Then again, if I play a Tainted Orc in front of one of his creatures, and then he plays something like an Oliphant in front, that means he's probably going to be able to kill my Tainted Orc rather easily. And at the moment, it looks like I might be able to out-damage him unless he takes out that Oliphant combo. Surprise attack. Oh shit. But that only deals damage equal to its damage. So, he's really just gonna damage that? Huh. Sacrificial Altar to kill it off. Oh good, do it. Do it, yes! Well, that makes me feel a lot better. The reason is that now, I know he won't be using that on an Oliphant to kill off something bigger. But I am still in danger. Very much so. What I could do is actually play the POW to kill something of his off, in addition to a Vulture, just to even out the damage a bit. Do I really want to do that, however? This is a good question. It's probably in my best interest to get a tank out. I'll be able to do 4, 5, 6 damage, and he will have 4 on the field, which could quickly change, but no, I can't let him build up a force. If I do, I'm just gonna die at this point, so I'm going to kill what he has. I have plenty of stuff. He's running out of stuff. Yes. This is for the best. And it's in my best interest to also get out a creature in the back row rather than backing up this, the Goblin, because I want backup for a Tainted Orc, so that together, a Tainted Orc and whatever I have here can, with a buff, kill off an Oliphant or his own Tainted Orc. It's fairly important. And Blind Arbiter. Draw an additional card at the beginning of your supply phase. Well, that's going to solve his card draw problems. So now, I could actually play an Orc in front of that to kill it off, eventually. But that does not seem like the smart move right now. No. So instead, we're going to be getting out an orc in front of something we already have, such as this. Do damage. And then we'll probably do the same thing next turn. I think this guy has almost... He might have the exact same elo I had last game. Nice. Alright, well, I find it interesting that he has 3 fortune. Maybe he just doesn't need any more. Might. That would be interesting. That would mean he wouldn't have any tainted orcs, if he's just doing that to screw with me. Not sure. What I am sure of, though, is that I will most likely, well, I say most likely, even though I said I'm sure of it. Yeah, apparently I'm not so sure, but I will most likely be playing the Tainted Orc in front of this. And then, I will be able to also play the Seal Archer. If I can kill enough stuff, if he blocks, I might even be able to get the Vulture out. That would be fancy. What would I rather do? Get the Vulture and the Seal out, or an Orc? Well, I'm going to go with the Vulture and the Archer if I can. If I cannot get the Orc out as well, which I might be able to do. Yeah, I can get the Orc and the Elf out. Oh man, getting all the resources. He's got to. Oh, Swift or Charge. Are you gonna, like, Swift up there and take care of this guy? Interesting. Oh, Sacrificial Altar. What are you gonna... Oh, you're killing that off. Huh. Okay. Well, I can kill this off. Gives me some resources. Or, I mean, it reduces the resource cost of this, but not quite enough. So, I'm going to reduce the cost of my neutrals, which is amazing since I got a Serpent Fly. Really fantastic. Do my damage. Get out another Tainted. Give it some backup. And then, I could block with this, or I could place it here. And then the Orc, 4, 5, 6, 7, the Orc plus a Serpent Fly with a buff would be able to kill something rather tanky, which would be fancy. Stopping his incoming damage might be a good idea. But I'm going to take a risk, I think. Or should I? I really shouldn't. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna block. Yeah. Because eventually I'll be able to get the Rider out in addition to the Tainted Orc, so why do I really need to back up a Tainted Orc with the Serpent Fly? I could guarantee a kill on a 7 health by getting out the Rider instead behind him, which would be nice. We're tied now on the health. I have a board advantage, but that could turn around rather fast. Yeah, and then finally comes out the Oliphant, and he finally has 4 might. So this is going to be rather difficult to take care of. Luckily, I have a Week of the Mercenaries coming up, so I won't be able to get out 2 creatures, but I will be able to take care of this Oliphant at the very least. He will then, however, kill the black Vulture, because that's more damage potential gone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do 9 damage, however, right now, which is pretty great. So let's get this out. That worked. And we can kill this guy off relatively easily. And that reduces this guy's cost, which is quite nice. And then we can't reduce the cost of these any further. So that means we might as well draw or play the Orc. And I'm thinking the Orc might be the better idea. Yeah. Because we can get out the Orc, we can block that, or we can place it here, where we have a better chance of securing victory. So I'm going to place it here, do my damage, and then I can get up my Destiny, which is all I will need next turn to use Blood Bowl. So if he decides to get tanky once again, I might depending on what he uses, be able to finish it off with, for example, a blood pool plus a Weak the Mercenaries. That would give me 6 damage. That would be enough to finish off a Rider. And then I would be able to maybe finish him off with this if that happens. Power coming out. He's gonna... Did he attack with this already? Well, he's not gonna be able to finish that off if he did. Yeah, another Rider. So this is what I'm hoping. He's going to ignore that. I'm going to get a Weak of the Mercenaries. I'm going to Blood Pool, Weak of the Mercenaries, kill that off, and then attack with the Sea Elf Archer. You can never underestimate how much damage a Crag can pull out of his ass. And I'm hoping I'll be able to pull out just enough. Is he going to double block? Don't do it. Don't do... Oh, Good. Good. Okay, and it came out. Well, you saved your ass. Okay. Can I do anything to screw him over? Well, I could draw and see if I get a POW. However, with this, I would need it to finish. I wouldn't need it to finish that off. Or that, or that. So there's no point in using the Weak of the Mercenaries, is there? There is if I want to do additional damage to that. Which would be a pretty good idea, actually. But if I don't get this, and it forces me to draw, then it will have failed. So, I'm going to try it anyway, because that's how I roll. And it worked. So that's when we get this out, play this. That gives us what we need to kill this off in one shot, which means we can get this guy's health down significantly, leaving him open to being killed in this next turn. We can kill that, play the Rider, and still give it backup, which is pretty good. Or alternatively, we play it behind here. For the maximum damage potential, we need to play this back here, and get this guy back here. Possibly. I could still die, however, to a Shredder and a POW. So actually, given his amount of cards, I think I'd rather play it back here. Let's see, a Shredder. How much damage is that? Is that only 2 damage? Oh well, he gave up. He didn't have the cards for it anyway. Excellent. Pretty good Crag on Crag action there. And I'll see you next time.